Hello, everyone. Nice to have you there. Greeting, Charito.
Hello, Michael.
It's beautiful. We will run again without the cameras, don't worry. But we have a talk with Charito today in the morning. So it's already online. I hope you will enjoy it. But we will
Yeah.
start.
Oh, yeah.
So I
I
switch the camera
was,
off and we will start.
yeah.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the next Industry 5.0 Power of Touch, in which we write the future on a back of language. And today we have a very special event because after more than 2.5 years of meeting in the Power of Touch, we do not have for the first time an English word, but instead of that, we have a Czech word, which is ZEMmě. All the participants receive it one day before. And let's start. And I will start with you, Charito, smiling. Uh, Charito, if you close your eyes and you hear the term ZEMње, and this is how it's pronounced, ZEMње.
Zemenie.
Exactly. What do you feel, or what is in front of your mind, of your eyes first?
Oh, to be honest, I close it a little. To be honest, Michael, when you said it's Zemenie, I immediately opened the Google or my dictionary and found the meaning of Zemenie. It's earth, actually, ground, a hard foundation. So what comes up to my mind are a lot of things. So if it's earth or the world, it's a solid thing. It's a foundation of everything. And why would I say that? Because when I say Zimnie or earth or the world or the ground, oh, who is that? That's
Leslie.
Leslie. Okay. Now I imagined that everything goes down to that Seminye, the earth. You see, even the ocean, no matter how deep, 1,000 fathoms, 3,000 feet, all of them, no matter how deep, their foundation is the earth, right? It's a solid earth. It's the ground beneath us. Hi, Leslie. And when you look at the skies or even the clouds and all those things, you see that everything is flying and all that, but still they go back to earth. So it's a foundation. Now, if you are in the highest building in Dubai or anywhere, at tallest building, it's so up there, but then it won't go up without using the earth, the foundation, the zeminier. So for me, zemini is the foundation of everything here on earth and even in the universe. And so, with that being said, I would say that the word zeminier alone connotes a lot of things. So back to you, Michael.
Thank you very much for that. And I did expect that all of you will firstly check the vocabulary. Of course, it's a foreign language. But then I will explain after the first round. I will explain because even the vocabulary didn't tell you everything what this term means. So I will come back to you, Nupur, because you have been the second who already has been waiting at the beginning. Nupur, if you close your eyes and you hear the term Zemlje, what came first to your mind, please?
Yeah, hi, Mikkel, and all our friends in this call. Uh, Thank you for today's interaction. Zeminier, as Chariot talked about, I also opened the Google first of all because it was unknown language to me, and I learned it is land or the earth or where we actually share our space to live. So, what came in my mind when I first learned the word is that it is something our whole life is dependent on. We grow here, we take our birth here, we grow here, we live here, we earn out of it, we eat from it, we live, and finally, on our final day, we get yeah, either buried or we get burned as per the rituals concerned here. and get again immersed in ZEMÓ. Right. So this is how it seemed to me. It is our whole of existence. If it is not there, if the art is not there, if the land is not there, or the terrain where we live it's not there, then human being will not exist. So this is how I learned after learning the meaning and added my thoughts to it.
Thank you
Michael.
very much, Nupur. And I would like to utilize the opportunity that Dr. Ash turn his camera on. And Dr. Ash, you will be the next one. If you close your eyes and you hear the term ZEMÓ, what came to your mind first?
Hello, Michael, and hello, everybody else also. I've been specially requested to turn my camera on. So I think this is something that we'll have to get used to, of being live, literally. Your word ZEMÓ is a very exciting word to me. And I'll say that it is not only insightful, but it has a very broad range of meanings from what I've been into. As a research specialist, I go very deep into things. And I actually bring up other, structures, should I say, that are associated with something that I'm researching. And I particularly went into this word in depth because it is not from the English language. But I realized that this word has a lot of flexibility, should I say. And it has a connection to both the physical world and political structures also, it has. So it's a very well-rounded word, should I say. And I think you've chosen it because it has a special place in Czechia. It actually bridges, should I say, the natural world with human society, politics, and even personal identity, I think. And so it has a very rich and diverse range of meanings. In the English language, if we go even further into the language that I'm speaking right now, I could give you an Urdu word from Pakistan, and that is muluk. So you could delve into that probably. But in the English language, primarily it translates to earth or country, referring to the planet we live on, or a specific nation or territory. For example, when talking about the earth as a whole, I believe in Czechia, people say ZEMÓ just as English speakers use earth to refer to the planet. When discussing a nation or a state, the word that you've given us can actually denote a specific country, such as the Czech Republic itself, or Czechia, as you may have it. Now, I'll take you away from this word for a while, all of y'all, so that we can actually think about a strategic agreement that Michael and I both signed, a strategic alliance, as we called it, with Michael as the founder of Industry 5.0, and with me as the founder of the Foundation of World Peace. I'm doing a lot on the sidelines, and I think it was somewhere in June that I had told Michael about how the elections in America were going, and I told him, I said, you watch it, Michael. Trump is coming in, and there's going to be peace. And that is what I'd like to couple this word that you've given to me with something very interesting. Because I've have formed a vision, should I say, of a world where humanity and nature thrive in harmony. And so when we talked about earth, this very word that you've given, frankly speaking, I see a very peaceful and harmonious word for each letter in the word planet as such, which reflects both humanity and our world. And that's what this word is about. So if you look at the word planet, where our world is actually, so I'll start with the word P, and I'll spell it out, Planet. So the first letter is P for peace, a world where harmony prevails and conflicts dissolve into understanding. The second letter is L, or love, the universal bond that connects all living beings, ensuring both kindness and unity. The third letter is acceptance, embracing diversity and respecting each other's differences with an open heart. The fourth letter is N, nurture, caring for our planet and each other, ensuring a sustainable and compassionate future. The next letter is E, for empathy, understanding and sharing the feelings of others, creating a more just and caring world. And the last letter of planet is the letter T, which I would say is actually building relationships based on honesty and integrity, strengthening communities and peace. So together, this word that you've given us, Michael, together, these words form a vision for me, a special vision, should I say, of a world where humanity and nature thrive in absolute harmony. Thank you very much, Michael.
Thank you very much, Dr. Esch. It was very deep and insightful. Mirjana, you was the next one. If you close your eyes and you hear the term ZEMŁ, I don't know, maybe it sounds the same in your language. What do you see first, Mirjana?
Hello, Michael and others. In Serbia, in Serbian language, it is pronounced ZEMљA. The meaning of ZEMљA is country, nation, land, or earth, depending on how you use it. For me, it's a country, and that is what I think about when I hear this word. The similar words in your language and in my language are because we have the same origin, Slovak people. So that is the explanation why we say almost the same. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mirjana. Tracy, you are the next one. So if you hear the term ZEMŁ, what was on your mind first? You have to unmute yourself, Tracy. I'm not sure if you are there. And it's probably unmuting is not working. So I will ask you, Leslie, first, and Tracy will come back after.
Oh, I can unmute.
Tracy is there.
I'm sorry,
Tracy
Michael.
is there. It's fine.
Yeah, but my answer is simple. I have no idea. And I don't know the word. I don't even know how to spell this word. Thank you, Michael. I'm waiting for your explanation.
Okay, thank you. And you can read it in the invitation. You can read how it's written. It's generally very simple. ZEME. So 4 letters, and you have to go to Google. Leslie, you are the next one. And the same question for you. So if you close your eyes and you hear the term ZEMNE or check it in the vocabulary first, what came first to your mind?
Well, it took me 10 minutes to find out what the word was because I came in at 2 minutes after. There was nothing in my invitation. So I have been waiting for someone, and thank you, ma'am, Nupur, for explaining what this is all about. So I was completely out of context with no, but I can tell you after listening to Dr. Arshad, right, that the word must mean earth in English.
Mm-hmm.
And I think 3 dimensions.
Uh-huh.
That's what I think when I think of Earth, because I spend most of my time in the 5th dimension. So I look at Earth as a 3-dimensional world where I don't have to stay here when things get ugly. I can move into the 5th dimension, and it's a planet. It's a label for a body, an astrological body. And as a label, it could have 100 different meanings. I guess each person's meaning is as important as the next person's. So that's what I would share.
Thank you very much. And just to explain, when I send the invitation, there is in the invitation inside is the term which will be discussed written all the time. And we will not repeat too many of Czech words. Don't worry. That was a special. Usi, you are right. You are the next one. So if you hear the term ZEMNE, what came first to your mind? Yes, right now you can speak.
Thank you, Michael. Yes. Thank you, everyone, for having me here today. The word ZEMNE holds a profound meaning. Originating from Czech, ZEMNE translates to earth, land, or ground, symbolizing the physical world we inhabit and the deep connection between humans and nature. Industry 5.0 is not just about advancing technology, it is about bringing human touch back into the heart of innovation. It moves beyond automation and artificial intelligence, AI, focusing on the collaboration between technology and human beings. A shift from visual to physical, where critical reasoning, creativity, and empathy guide progress. ZEMNE symbolizes the earth, reminding us that technology must stay connected to sustainability, just as the earth supports life. Industry 5.0 should promote industrial growth that works in harmony with the environment. It focuses on preventing waste, not only of resources, but also of human potential and the natural ecosystem. Embracing ZEMNE means ensuring technology saves both people and the planet. It is about creating systems that support communities, protect biodiversity, and use resources responsibly. True innovation happens when progress works with nature, not against it, guide us toward a wasteless world. Let's move towards a future where Industry 4.0 shine as a beacon of hope, blending human creative technology, guided by ZEMNE to build any innovative and sustainable world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Usi. Shami, you are the next one. So if you hear the term or if you read the term ZEMNE for the first time, what came to your mind when you check it in the vocabulary? Shami, you have to unmute yourself first.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Jamini, I mean art, plan, but when you have mentioned it is a power touch of topics, Jamini, then I think connectivity, human centric, sustainability, etc. And
Okay.
innovation also. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I will just now tell you why did I choose the term. Because in none of the vocabularies which you can check, even if you will check with AI, no matter which tool you will check, you will not find one meaning which is hidden. And it is hidden in separating the first two letters from the second two letters. Because ZEMÉ is, as you explained, so in the translation, you will find earth, you will find country, and you will find soul. No, not soul, soil, sorry, soil. So these three meanings are in part of a vocabulary. But if you separate these two terms, two words, it means from me or from inside. And you know, it is so interesting because every single one of you spoke from inside out. We are doing that for more than 2 years in every single power of touch. And for me, it was important because last time we have the term embrace. And for one English term, there has been 9 Czech words with different meaning. And right now we have one Czech word, which itself has at least 4 meanings, but the vocabularies will show others. And this is what is language about. I think that the difficulty of a language, especially, for example, the people say, or the scientists say the Czech language is very difficult, is not in the grammar. We don't have easy grammar. It is not in the number of words, because Czech language has 350,000, English 1 million. But it is in the understanding of the meaning, in looking inside. And this is what still no artificial intelligence is able to do, because you look inside not with your eyes. You look inside with your heart. And this is what just you, all of you, express. And this is the most important part. This is why I choose the Czech term. Despite of knowing that all of you have to check the vocabulary first, it's fine. But only if you speak with someone, you will realize that it can be much more. And Charito, you express it so well. For you, as a person in a real estate, ZEMÉ, or the soil or country or the earth, it's so important because, as you said, no matter whether you stand on the tallest building in a country or in the smallest one, both are connected to the planet, to ZEMÉ, and that's the point. And I just would like to remind everyone that we are running, or I'm running, so-called wasteless workforce, and the talks about nothing. And these are very special one-to-one discussion with camera. And I would like to tell you that today in the morning, there was Charito with me, and it is already online, and all of you are welcome to join me, because it's a very special type of event, 40 minutes recorded. Dr. Ash was with me already, and John was with me, and other people. So please feel free, just we agree, and we will come, because we are living here on Earth, on ZEMÉ, and that's exactly the point. So, but don't worry, I don't promise there will be no more Czech words, but for the moment, one was enough, I think. But still, we have how many? We have 16 minutes left, so it's enough time for the next question, of course. Charito, you said at the very beginning that the first what you did was to open a vocabulary. Is it every time when you find a new term, you process this way, or there is a time when you say, I don't care what this word means?
All the time. Is it my turn to speak?
Yes, yes, it is.
Michael, if I am faced with a term, a word, whether an exam or whatever, or somebody says about it, and I am always interested, I look it up. I look at Safari, Google, or the dictionary. But first, I would dig deep into my brain if I remember the term, I have met it before, and what was it in there for me. But if I want to be sure, I open the dictionary because at least it's the most semblance of truth about that term. So when you say seminye, I know that I saw a lot of meaning terms, like, several of them, Gujima, Zen, Ved, Zen, like that. And those are English terms for the ZEC term. In that way, I will understand because then I will be able to answer what is asked of me because I will equate it to my experience, to my realities. Have I met this before, or am I going to be faced with this in the future? So that's how I look at it when there are terms new to me, English or foreign terms, and even my local terms. I don't know everything about it. Back to you, Michael.
Thank you very much. And I have to tell everyone here one more news. You remember Nupur was here the last time and the time before, but today she is here for the first time in a role of Industry 5.0 ambassador in India. Nupur became the third Industry 5.0 ambassador in India. She is right now in charge for the country for ZEMње called India on a planet on ZEMње. So, Nupur, I don't know if you know it, but generally there is quite a close connection between Sanskrit and Czech language, or the very old Czech language.
This is amazing. Yeah, this is amazing to learn. Please, like to learn it.
Yeah, it is. I did not know about it. We have learned about it in a school, and then I extended. And it is interesting that our countries, which are so far away from each other, have some basic words which are very similar. I cannot name one right now. I don't know. But my question to you, I ask Charito about the ZEMње, but I will ask you. You have been introduced as the Industry 5.0 ambassador and in India, and I have to say, the post which I announce it has quite a big resonance. And my question to you is, did you notice that there was so much interest?
Yes, in fact, yes. Yeah.
Which is great because, even being part here on the event, it is part of being visual on the planet. Because I think, and this is the question to you, do you think that the true understanding of terms and language is important to reach the aim which we have, which is for all of us, the wasteless world?
I think absolutely important because to understand a context, first of all, we need to learn the word that describe the context, and each and every terminology is having its varied meaning. So the applicability to the context is very much required. So I fully agree that it's not a mere reading, but we need to know the term, we need to know the applicability, and we need to know the relation, and then move on.
Thank you very much. Mariana, you mentioned the very big similarities between our languages because our languages we are neighbors in some way. So we have the same groundstone of the language. But I feel very strong connection between you and the term ZEMње in connection to country. Is this because of the war, or was it all the time in you inside, in your heart, that the country is the first?
Honestly, Michael, I think that it is because of everything that happened here.
Mm.
When I try to put myself in a child position, maybe the first thinking would be land or soil, because that is one of the meanings. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Tracy, you are 10 minutes later right now. You know a lot about ZEMŁ. What do you think about it right now?
Uh, 10 minutes later, I'm still
confused.
kind of clueless. Michael, thank you.
Okay. I will not put you in trouble because we have only how many? 8 minutes left. So I will come back to you, Leslie. You mentioned something very interesting. You, as the only one, generally, Dr. Ash touched it, but you mentioned that if you hear all this stuff around, you know it's Earth, that you connected to 3 dimensions. But you, and you mentioned it many times before, you are already in the 5th dimension, which is something hard to describe. But I do remember that some people spoke even about the 5th dimension as a something like, let's call it like another planet, another space, another whatever. Maybe we can use the term ZEMŁ. But for you, as I do understand, it is in this non-physical way something really much more than just in brackets simple 3D. Can you explain it a little bit?
Well, sure. In the interest of time, the 5th dimension is accessed through your mind, through visualization and imagination, and you could consider that imagination is a muscle that can grow in direct proportion to its use. There's been lots of work on visualization and creating in the 5th dimension. So the 5th dimension is accessed through your mind. And right now, I have a best-selling science fiction, and the second book is coming out about another planet based on values, virtues, love. Now, as I created this world, not unlike what Dr. Arshad was talking about, and I'm sorry he's gone. He must have had something. But anyway, that is where I spend my time creatively. And because we aspire always, at least I do, to live a life of values and virtues and love. I'm not always perfect at it, but if that's my aspiration and my intention, then I can find that there, while our current ZEMŁ is tearing their hair out, and we have 2 different realities, and it's like everything is upside down. So now more than ever, investigating visualization through developing imagination that's a connection to the universe through vibration, cellular vibration. So it's simply a place to go where there is none of all this strife, and it raises your vibration and brings a lot of peace. But I guess just like meditation or anything else. Now, this place is Irada, which came from Radharani, which is the female side of Krishna. And I was very involved with Krishna consciousness and people involved in that for several years. And so I took the nickname Radharani, and a lot of the virtues and values in my book came from Krishna consciousness. These people are way ahead of us. So I will end it there. And it was my intention that I maybe said something that clicked to understand that we can get there ourselves without moving a muscle.
You did, and I'm sure. And the happy news, Dr. Ash is back. So, Dr. Ash, we have 4.5 minutes left. this event, generally for all of you, you have learned your first Czech word. And I'm sure the curiosity and what was just now described by Leslie, it's exactly one step in the right direction. And Dr. Ash, if I will say, what will be the outcome for you from this event? I do believe that it will be not only the first Czech word.
Well, actually, Michael, like I say, I derive various meanings. My mother, she was British, and my father Pakistani. And I think when I started talking, I asked too many questions. And she got quite fed up, and she used to say, "You will find out one day how big this world is." And your word is actually resonating very well, should I say. I heard Leslie, but actually we are going through a thunderstorm right now. So that's why our internet was on the blink. But anyway, I've got a reserve running right now. So I believe that we are very closely linked to the Earth's fertility, should I say. And therefore, I would also like to talk about all living creatures in this sustainable world of ours with plant life. And I relate more to the word ground as such, so far as your word ZEMÉ is concerned. And I would like to mention the land on which we are actually living, where our human activity actually continues to take place, where we have constructed buildings and where we love to walk, like my early morning walks, farming for food, agriculture. And therefore, the word ZEMÉ that you have brought out actually brings me further into the area of territory, or should I say our own mainland, which distinguishes solid masses from islands or bodies of water. So all that is part of our earth or our world, as I say. And all these territories make up our human civilization, the human touch that you have actually given to us, Michael, to be able to get together. That is what is more important. And above all, to close, I would say that it actually surrounds us with a lot of political and social and environmental connotations. And therefore, I would like to demonstrate the importance of that word in expressing the relationship between all of us as humans and the nations that we live all over the world. Thank you very much, Michael, for having me up.
Thank you very much. And we have the last minute left. And you know what? I would like to thank you for being again 40 minutes here together as one family on ZEMÉ, on a planet which carries us. And we will do everything to become a wasteless world for everyone. So I'm looking forward to meet you next week. Have a nice time free of waste and wasting in all its forms. Stay safe, be free, and be human. And let us meet again in the power of touch on the construction site of Wasteless World. Thank you and see you next time with the word. And I promise it will be English.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Michael. Bye, everyone.
Very much and
Thank
bye-bye.
you, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone.
You
Bye.
too. Bye-bye.
Have a great day, all of you.